What's up, my Fina love? Sisters Fina D coming to you all from Vina Tima News. At the end of the last video that I posted about Nene receiving backlash, because she supported Porsha engagement, with her comments that she left. Go ahead and watch that video to hear Nene response and Nene defend herself. But at the end of that video, this is what I said. Nene will never just simply admit when she's wrong. You know what? Listen, no big deal, but I was wrong. I was rushing, whatever. She will make up any story to justify why she did something. And Porsha is exactly the same way. And that's the reason why they deserve each other. And that's the reason why they are Real Housewives for Atlanta friends. They're not real friends, because in the next video I'm going to post, you will hear the reason why I'm saying they're not real friends, okay? Because real friends would have been there for their real friend. And I'm going to leave it at that. And in the next video, I will explain why. Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about why I made that statement. Why did I say Porsha is not Nene's real friend? And from what she said on Instagram Live, this is the reason why.
We're speaking about women and really holding each other down. Yeah. On Mother's Day, you honored a few of your friends, and I thought that was amazing in the caption. What made you decide to just honor your friends as mothers?
Because I had gone through some things. Again, when I talked about getting my happy back, I felt like these women, there were a few other women that weren't mothers, so I couldn't post them. They had been there for me. They were always on my phone. They were always praying with me or pulling me out of bed or traveling with me or eating dinner with me or just always there when I needed them to be, or they answered my call. They were just the girls who I felt like they were that group of women who we were talking about earlier were really here no matter what was happening. You know, I could be married, I could be divorced, I could be, doing a million things or not doing a million things. Those were the women that stuck out the most to me, that were going to be here no matter what. They were the women that called me. They were the women that cried with me. They were the women that were like, you got this, Nene. They were always the women that were just always here no matter what happened. And I was surprised because there were so many other women that I would have thought would have been, but they weren't. And that's okay too. Because one of the things my aunt say, it's always good to know than to not know. It's always good to know
that part
than to not know. So at least I know who you are than to not know who you are.
That's so true. And you don't need 100 girlfriends. You just need the right ones around you.
No,
and people will reveal themselves. It doesn't
make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person either. But I need to know, right? Okay. I just need to know. So it doesn't mean that me and you aren't going to still hang out. It just means that I just need to know who you are. And it's okay. Now I know where to put you.
Come on, Nene. Come on. You teaching the children. This is the wisdom. This is grown woman wisdom. Sincerely, because it doesn't mean that you have to have a fallout. It doesn't mean that you have to argue. It doesn't mean that you don't call them a friend. You just know the category. You know who is what. And when people reveal themselves, it doesn't mean that you have to throw them away. Now your eyes are open.
That's right.
That's the thing.
I know exactly who you are. And as my aunt says, it's always good to know than to not know.
I agree. I
still like you.
Yes, and that's the thing, right? I agree with Auntie. Auntie got the wisdom, okay?
You're right. and here's my aunt, and I still like you.
I can still break bread with you. I can still pray for you. I can still, invite you over to the cookout. But I know who you are.
And that's good.
So on Mother's Day, Nene wrote, "Screaming happy Mother's Day to these amazing ladies. I didn't want today to go by without me showing my love. These ladies have called regularly, texted, drank, laughed, prayed, traveled, pulled me out of bed, and more. These ladies proved to be a true friend and a bad bleep hot mama, okay? So if you look, there's Tamar Braxton, the first picture. Another woman, Mariah from Married to Medicine. Another friend and another friend, okay? These are the people she posted. Now, her little sis is nowhere to be found. Her little sis is right around the corner from her house. When we used to say that they simply had a working relationship and not a real friendship, we were right, okay? I get it. You can't be screaming racism and cussing Andy out and all of that, and then Porsha is seen hanging out with you because Porsha wants to save her job. I get it. However, Porsha didn't have to do anything publicly on social media. She could have still been there behind the scenes for Nene. But the thing with Nene is, whenever she gets upset, she have no problems exposing people text messages to social media. Porsha is like, I'm not about to mess up my income for you, okay? So no, I'm not going to text you. No, I'm not going to call constantly. No, I'm not going to walk and come and see you. No, you would not be attaching me to anything. Yes, now there was a pandemic and I get it. So Porsha had a perfect excuse. I'm protecting myself. I can't be coming to your house when we're in the midst of a pandemic. But I'm sure all of these people don't live in Nene community. She's saying text, call. You could have text, call, all of that. Did you? That's not what it sounds like. So people were like, you can't be out here talking about you're an activist and you're standing up with black women and uplift black women and sisterhood and all of that, but your big sis is going through all of this and screaming racism and you're quiet. Of course, Porsha's going to be quiet because Bravo is still cutting her check. So Nene is aware where Porsha stands in her life. She would have definitely added Porsha in this swipe because Porsha is a mother. Had Porsha been there for her. Well, there you go. I understand she couldn't include everybody. But if you have someone who lives down the street, not even down the street, around the corner from your house, if your house is within walking distance to Porsha Williams' house, and you have been losing your mind on social media since Bravo let you go, go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist and you will see all of the videos that I've done on Nene driving herself crazy, hopping on Instagram Live, the tweets, like her battle with Bravo. If I include it all in here, we'll be here for hours. I'm not doing that. I've already done the video, so if you missed it, there's a playlist on this channel titled Real Housewives of Atlanta. Click that playlist and you can catch up on all of the videos. There's no way, if I'm a real friend, I'm seeing my friend losing her mind on social media. I'm seeing my friend just looking, just not herself, right? And destroyed and completely depleted because the white man, yes, Massa, basically placed her on this pedestal. And then while she was looking down on her black people and she thought she had arrived, they completely kicked, her off that pedestal and she came tumbling down. That's why people keep saying to Porsha, be careful now, just because right now you can ask Bravo to remove scenes and you think you have arrived and you have center pitch and all of that. Don't forget how they treated Nene Leakes. So my point is, check or no check, show or no show. If this is your real friend, I'm banging on your door. Girl, you okay? I'm calling you.
Comes to what really, really matters with Candy, Cynthia, and y'all ready for this? Kenya, I don't care what nobody say about Kenya. I rock with Kenya more because Kenya she shows up when ain't no cameras around, when nobody is here to talk about it, when you don't put it on Instagram. My bassinet, my baby sleeps in right now, Kenya gave me, put together, personally delivered to my house. Like, that was never on TV. You'll never tweet about that. Christmas morning, good morning, Merry Christmas, Sterling, just little stuff, you know what I mean? If it's something she sees on Instagram or something she heard, she'll call me personally. Like, I appreciate who Kenya is, the fullness of Kenya. I think you guys see one part of Kenya that's great for TV. I think she's amazing for TV, but she is, if I had to kill somebody and bury some bodies, I would do it with Cynthia and Kenya out of the crew.
But is that affecting Kenya's image?
Well, see, the problem is that people forget that you're more than one person. So, like, the you at work is not the same person that your homegirl sees. And it doesn't mean that you're two-faced or anything. People are layered. But, you know, I can say that Kenya is good people. She is well-intended. She has a good heart. Now, y'all know the other stuff. She petty. She the shade queen. She'll read you for pills. You know what I'm saying? She low blow. She do all of that stuff. I'm not talking about what y'all do know. I'm talking about what you don't know. And what you don't know is she's stand up.
The part that always get me when I repeat what Eva said, Kenya shows up when there's no camera around, when there's no benefits, when there's no what can you do for me, when there's no when I film with you, I might make a few scenes. My check and my status might go up. Since you are the fan favorite, if I'm kissing you and you know what and I'm there for you, then maybe I can climb the ladder at Bravo. She shows up because she is real and she is genuinely a nice person, a real friend, and it's not just doing things for TV. It's not that deep for me. I'm just simply reporting a story. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Nene talked about Porsha. Porsha fans felt like I thought they were big sis, little sis. She just left a cute comment on a Porsha post about being in a relationship, which she had to come out and defend herself. If you missed that video, I have included the link in the description below.
One of the things I talk about, and I've been talking about lately, is getting my happy back. It's very important to get your happy back. You know, sometimes somewhere along the line, you don't know where you actually lost it at. And I say that to people a lot of times. I felt like somewhere along the line, I lost my happy, and I feel like I got my happy back, and I'm really happy to have my happy back, and I don't want to lose my happy again. And so that comes with growth too. So I'm happy in the place that I am today, and that came with growth, you know, and I've gone through things. And so, you know, getting your happy back is so important. And when I talk about getting your happy back, I've ran into so many women that says, I need to get my happy back. I lost my happy. And it's amazing how people have lost their happy in divorce, in separation, in depression, in death, in just losing weight and losing a job. They felt like they lost their happiness. And so getting your happy back is important too. And I also, as I spoke to you earlier about happiness, I don't feel like women should sacrifice their happiness. I don't care if people try to judge you or not. You should be happy. And I feel like I have sacrificed my happiness many times. And I've done that a lot of times because I've been in the public eye. I've sacrificed my happiness, just worried about people judging me and what they would think, you know. And I just been open. My aunt, who recently passed, she's 92, and she sacrificed her happiness, and she would always tell us, don't sacrifice your happiness. And I feel like, you know, I have in some cases.
And so have you, as you've been going on this journey to really get your happy back and to be in this beautiful place that I can see coming off the screen, did you have to tighten your circle? Did you have to change?
Absolutely.
Talk about that for a minute.
Not only changing your circle, just being able to recognize the people that are for you and the people that are not for you. And that's important too, because there are certain people that are around you. You just need to recognize who they are and just understand, you know, the role that they play in your life, because there are some people that you just can't get out of your life for certain reasons, but you just need to understand the role that they play. And certain people that are in your life, you know, the role, just knowing the role that each person plays in your life, and the ones that are truly there to support you and uplift you. And there are certain people who are there for the ride. And so what I learned is having the people that are really truly there for me, I recognize who they are. You know, and they're the ones that I consider true friends. And when you know, that circle is real small, ain't it?
Come on now.
It's real small.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I got it. I know who are the ones who are really here for me. Because, see, your true friends are here for you when things are good and when things are bad. They're here for you no matter what. They're going to call you. They're going to talk to you. They don't really care because they're really your friend. They really like you for who you are. So I
Yes.
recognize who my true friends are. And then I recognize who the other people are too. I recognize who they are.
Yeah.
I know my space. And there were times when I did not know my space, but I do know the
Mm.
people that are around me. I'm very aware, and it's okay.
Yeah. And that was so powerful. And people really, it's resonating with people. People are amening you all the way
Hmm.
down. And I always say, though, you recognize the true friends when the lights go dim.
Yeah,
When there's no lights, camera action, you can't do
yeah,
nothing for somebody.
yeah,
Those are when your friends show up, when you're crying, when you're sad, when you're just going
yeah.
through it. Those are
Hmm.
the ones. And then you have, like you said, the ones where it's light, camera action. What can Nene do for me? And then they're
Yeah,
here to see for the ride.
yeah.
But I definitely have to ask, and of course, everyone wants me to ask, how is Greg doing?
Greg is doing good. He's doing really good. He's out right now. He was here a little while ago. That he would be walking all past. He just never knows when I'm on camera. He just walks right
Yeah.
past and asks for stuff. And I'm just like, I'm on camera. We've been doing Zooms forever. He just comes
Yeah.
trickling on by. Where's the coffee? Where's the this? And I'm just like, but Greg is doing good.
Good.
He's doing really good. He's lost a lot of weight
Mm-hmm.
because he changed his whole eating since he was
Mm.
ever diagnosed with cancer. He started
Yeah.
doing, he did vegan, but he couldn't really stick with it for so long
Yeah.
because it's a really strict diet. So
Yeah.
he has incorporated some meats back into his diet, like chicken. He doesn't do any beef or pork, but he
Yeah.
does do a lot of chicken and stuff. So, and some
Yeah.
pastas and some potatoes. So he still has lost a lot of weight though, but he looks great.
He
So he's
looks
doing
good.
good.
And
Yeah,
that's
he no
good. And
no
I,
chemo, no chemo. He
yeah.
did he did do chemo, and of course people saw him ring the bell. So he's done that.
Yes.
He's done with doing that now.
That's
And
wonderful.
so he stayed on his little strict diet. Sometimes he falls off every now and then, but he jumps right back on. So he's doing really good. He looks great.
That's good. And that's a special
Yeah.
place for me. I'm a cancer survivor.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am
Wow.
colon cancer survivor. So,
Wow. Greg is a
yeah.
colon cancer
Yeah.
survivor.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
he had colon cancer as
Yes.
well. See, you know what? Because when he had it, I didn't have it. So
Oh.
now that this has just been this year, Nene. This is just this
Oh.
year. Yes.
Wow. He was
Yes.
stage 4, I think it was. Stage
Wow. And
4.
I was stage 2.
Oh, you caught it good too. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, my thing is I love the fact that, because when you're dealing with something like that, Nene, it's not easy publicly,
No.
right? And
No.
but with Greg, I'm so proud of him, and I'm so proud of you all
Yeah.
that you showed that, because he touched so many people. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
in a powerful way where you could have said, you know what?
Hmm.
We're going to just handle this
Yeah.
without the cameras. But how you stood beside him, and even when you were weak, because that's hard
It
as
was
a
hard.
caregiver.
It
Yeah.
was hard. Listen, listen, listen. That was hard. Let me see. I think
Yeah.
Greg was stage 3. So I think 4 is 4 the
Mm.
final stage, is it?
Yes.
I think he was 3. It was
Wow.
hard. People have no idea. Listen, but the American Cancer Society totally supported me. They totally understood. I had so many caretakers reaching out to me. When you're doing something like this on television, obviously people are judging. So it's okay. We know we're going to get judged, right? So
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
okay. Everybody has an opinion. That's okay. We get it. But
Yeah.
the people who were truly walking in those shoes, they understood how difficult it was to be a caretaker. They understood the mood swings that Greg had because he was doing chemo, the different medications that he was having. They understood the things that I was going through because I did not have the husband that I was used to having. They understood
Mm.
all of it. So I wasn't the first person to ever go through that. Greg would be yelling at me, and I would be yelling at him. We were going through
Yeah.
all kinds of things. And then people didn't understand the place that I was in as a wife because we were going through marital problems before he was
Yeah.
diagnosed with cancer. So
Mhm.
there were people who they didn't know that. But
Yeah.
we talked about it on the show. So you have to also think, as a human, as a woman, I was taking care of somebody who I felt had wronged me, and I
Yeah.
was having a difficult time trying to figure out how to take care of a sick person who I felt had wronged me before he
Come
even knew he
on.
was sick. So I was like, how am I going to help this sick man who I felt had already wronged me? Now I got to take care of him, and I was often looking at him like, now why she ain't taking care of you?
Right. Come on. Come on. Come on, Nene. But that's what we love about you, that the realness. Because all of us would have been like, hold up.
Yeah.
Now you want to come on back on to me.
Yeah. Why are you over here for me to help you? That's
Right.
how I was always looking at him like
Right.
goodness.
Let's be
And he was
real.
looking back at me like I was crazy. And I was like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with and then he would always, Greg is really smart. So he would always throw stuff back on me later on and be like, it was the medication. And then I would be like, oh, it was the medication. So,
You be
we
like,
would go back
I
and
had
forth.
cancer.
Yes,
I had
I
cancer.
had cancer. And you know what? And then I couldn't fight him on that because people would be looking at me crazy, like, he got cancer.
Right.
He got cancer. Now, how am I gonna fight cancer?
Right.
I couldn't fight the whole cancer society.
Right. That cancer card
Right.
is like a black card.
Oh, baby, he would pull a cancer card on me every 5 minutes. We could be anywhere, and Greg would pull a cancer card on me in a minute. I'd be like, Lord Jesus, I'm stuck.
Oh,
I
that is
couldn't fight
so
him on
funny.
that one, boy. But that was
See?
difficult. But I had so many women that would
Yeah.
email me and write me and tell me they really knew what I was going through.
Yes.
Even people who were taking care like their mom, they would say things like, they would get really mean towards the end. And so it was difficult. But the good thing is, Greg, he wanted to share his story. He wanted to share his story for other men because Greg was that man that did not go to get medical treatment. He was afraid of the doctor. Oh my God. He was so scared to go to the doctor.
Black men and the doctor.
I would have to drag Greg to the doctor. Now, if he get a bump, he'd be like, I'm going to the doctor, something hit me. And I'm just like, that's nothing, Greg. That's nothing. Just put a little something here on it. He's like, no, I'm going to the doctor. I'm calling him right now. Like, Greg, every day I say, Greg, where are you going? I have a doctor's appointment at 9, I got one at 11, one at 12. So he stays at the doctor now. But before, I would go and get my colonoscopy. He would not go and get one at all. I would ask him to do it with me. He wouldn't want to do it. Now he is doing everything. He's over there. He's a baby. When Greg walk in the hospital, they know him by name. Hey, Mr. Leaks, right this way. I mean, Mr. Leaks, right this way. I mean, they know him. He is known. He's a whole celebrity over there.
Wow. People are like, they love the flow of this conversation. It seems like we're two old friends catching up. I love it. They love the vibe. Thank you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying that they're cancer survivors and colon cancer survivors. So I definitely have to say this in honor of Greg and I. Please get your colonoscopies, Black people. It's so important because they tell us it's 50. Important. But we should get it much earlier, and we should be an advocate for our health and not be afraid of the doctors or not think that it doesn't matter, because it is important. So everybody, get your colonoscopies, have a conversation with your doctor, and be an advocate for your health. So I definitely have to say that, because Greg and I are still here.
Yeah, I got mine at 40. Okay, and the reason why is because my uncle who raised me had pancreatic cancer, and I saw him literally 2 weeks before his death. He was like a regular person, and then suddenly, sorry, a piece of hair's in my eye, and then suddenly he was bones. It happened so quickly. And I was so freaked out, and everybody in my family decided they wanted to, go and get checked. And I said, I'm going to get checked too. So I did mine early. I did it early.
That's
the first
good.
time I ever did it, I did it early. So I think they have moved the age up now. I think they moved the age up.
And if Nene really did get her happy back, I am very happy for her, especially the part where she talked about people losing their job. We all know that when everything went down with Bravo, Nene said, listen, I'm going to take the high road and I'm going to pretend like it's okay and I'm good and I'm going to leave, with grace and, allow Bravo to still talk about me, post me and, speak highly of me, but also Andy Cohen go and watch What Happens Live and use me in interviews and things like that. But then we saw what happened. Nene completely snapped, and it was, I'm filing a lawsuit against Bravo and racism and discrimination. You all saw all of the videos I did on Nene and the tweets and everything. The only reason why I keep reposting this image and the tweet with Porsha in it, it's because it makes sense and Porsha is a part of this video. Yes, there are other images I can use, but this tweet right here explains everything, where she's coming for Porsha for not standing with her, and also the other girls for not defending her and talking about discrimination, all of that. If you go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist, you can see all of those videos, and that's the only reason why I keep using this image and this tweet over and over again. But back to Nene finding her happy. If this is not just a front for social media, then you know what? Kudos to her. I am happy for her because it is true. And I'm glad that she's able to open up and admit it. Look, I wasn't happy, and because I wasn't happy, I reacted a certain way. But you know what? I did the best that I could. I'm at peace now, and I'm happy. So kudos to Nene Leakes, because happiness is very important. She also talked about Greg health and threw, a little shade in there about his little girlfriend that he had when he got sick and all of that. You know what? I understand. Yes, people get mean when they're sick and all of that, but let's go back to the girlfriend part. So you went and cheated on me, and now you are sick with cancer. Where's she at? Oh, you want me to take care of you? Where the girlfriend at? Where the side chick at? Why is she not here taking care of you? Why am I the one taking care of you? So what she's saying is, yes, you know what? Yeah, I was wrong for the way how I reacted, but here are the reasons why I reacted that way. 1, he was being disrespectful, mean, and rude to me. 2, he cheated on me and then expected me to be nice and take care of him. Where is this girlfriend that he cheated on me with? Why is she not here? The delivery could have been better. Let's put it that way. Okay, so that's that. And then we also heard allegedly that Nene was doing her thing as well. And she said it in interviews. She said if Greg wants to go out there and do his thing, he thinks I'm going to sit at home and not do my thing either. It's been alleged, the boyfriend allegedly picture was all over the internet. She somewhat admitted it. She even talked about them having an open marriage and all, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Between all of the shades and the excuses and the reason why she did this, down the third, the good news is Greg is doing good and he's taking his health seriously and is going to his doctor's appointment and all of that. So that's amazing. I'm glad that she's doing great. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.